Hello students, we learned in earlier class that what is wind, how wind speed is related with pressure and how temperature is related with pressure. Again we learned how wind currents are generated due to uneven heating on the earth. In this class, we will learn some situations caused by nature itself that can create disasters and pose threat to humans, animals and plant life. Thunderstorm is one of them. Thunderstorms develop in hot, humid tropical areas like India very frequently. The rising temperatures in these areas produce strong upward rising winds. These winds carry water droplets upward where they freeze and fall down again. The swift movement of the falling water droplets along with the rising air create lightning and sound. It is this event that we call a thunderstorm. It can cause destruction, so we must take some precautions like do not take shelter under an isolated tree or under an umbrella with a metallic end. If you are in a forest, take shelter under a small tree. Do not lie on the ground. A car or a bus is a safe place to take shelter. If you are in water, get out and go inside a building. Sometimes thunderstorm become a cyclone, which is more destructive. But how does a thunderstorm become a cyclone? You know that water requires heat when it changes from liquid to vapor state. Does the water give back heat when vapor condenses into liquid? Before cloud formation, water takes up heat from the atmosphere to change into vapor. When water vapor changes back to liquid form as raindrops, this heat is released to the atmosphere. The heat released to the atmosphere warms the air around. The air tends to rise and causes a drop in pressure. More air rushes to the center of the storm. This cycle is repeated. The chain of events end with the formation of a very low pressure system with very high speed wind revolving around it. It is this weather condition that we call a cyclone. Factors like wind speed, wind direction, temperature and humidity contribute to the development of cyclones. Now, let's discuss the structure of a cyclone. The center of a cyclone is a calm area. It is called the eye of the storm. A very large cyclone is a violently rotating mass of air in the atmosphere, 10 to 15 km high. The diameter of the eye varies from 10 to 30 km. It is a region free of clouds and has light winds. Around this calm and clear eye, there is a cloud region of about 150 km in size. In this region, there are high-speed winds of about 150 to 250 km per hour and thick clouds with heavy rains. Away from this region, the wind speed gradually decreases. This cyclone can be very destructive. Strong winds push water toward the shore even if the storm is hundreds of kilometers away. The low pressure in the eye lifts water surface in the center. The rising water may be as high as 3 to 12 meters. It appears like a water wall moving toward the shore. As a result, the sea water enters the low-lying coastal areas, causing severe loss of life and property. It also reduces the fertility of the soil. High-speed winds accompanying a cyclone can damage houses, telephones and other communication systems, trees, etc. A cyclone is known by different names in different parts of the world. It is called a hurricane in the American continent. In Philippines and Japan, it is called a typhoon. Another form of storm is tornado. A tornado is a dark funnel-shaped cloud that reaches from the sky to the ground. Most of the tornadoes are weak. A violent tornado can travel at speed of about 300 km per hour. Tornadoes may form within cyclones. Some effective measures to minimize the loss due to a cyclone or a tornado are a cyclone forecast and warning service, communications of warnings to the government agencies, the ports, fishermen, ships and to the general public, constructions of cyclone shelter in the cyclone-prone areas and administrative arrangements for moving people fast to safer place. To avoid any loss in form of life, wealth, etc., some of the precautions we should follow during a cyclone or tornadoes are: we should not ignore the warnings issued by the meteorological department. We should make necessary arrangements to shift the essential household goods, domestic animals and vehicles, etc. to safer place. Keep ready the phone numbers of all emergency services like police, fire brigade and medical centers. If you are staying in a cyclone hit area, you should take some other precautions like do not drink water that could be contaminated. Always store drinking water for emergencies. Do not touch wet switches and fallen power lines. Do not go out just for the sake of fun. Do not pressurize the rescue force by making undue demands. Cooperate and help your neighbors and friends. But nowadays we are better protected because of satellites and radars. A cyclone alert or cyclone watch is issued 48 hours in advance of any expected storm and a cyclone warning is issued 24 hours in advance. In this class, we learned about thunderstorm, cyclones and tornado. Also, we learned what precautions we should take to face these situations. Thank you.